Hello everybody. So this is Pushpa Patil from BID Engineering College. Today I am going to present method overriding in Java. So the method overriding concept comes in the class hierarchy or in case of inheritance. So that is when a method in a subclass has the same name and type signature as a method in its superclass. In that situation, we'll call it as a subclass overrides the method in the superclass. And you can observe this figure. This is in a base class and this is a derived class which is derived from this base class. There is a function prototype here, void fun int a, and here there is a one more method, that is void fun int a. So if you observe the derived class method fun prototype and base class method function prototype, both are same. If this is a case, we'll call the derived class method called fun overrides the base class method called fun. So this we'll call it as a method overriding. So one more concept we have in the Java called overloading. Overloading comes in the single class. That is the main difference between the overloading and overriding. So overloading means the name of the function is same with different number of arguments and different type of data. So these all functions belongs to the same class, whereas in overriding the function with same prototype or a same signature belongs to the derived class and another belongs to the base class. So this is called a overriding and this is called a overloading. So coming to the example here. So before that, I'll explain theoretically. Overloading occurs when two or more methods in one class, you can see one class, have the same method name but different parameters. This we will call it as overloading. So there is a concept called overriding, means having two methods with the same method name and parameters, that is same method signature. One method belongs to superclass or a parent class, another belongs to child class or a subclass, that is called a overriding. Coming to the example, we have two class here. This is what class A, it is called a superclass, and there is a one more class called class B. It derives from class A or extends from class A. So in the superclass, there are two instance variables I and j. In order to initialize these two instance variable, we have written a one constructor. Name of constructor is same as class name. There are two parameters. Why there are two parameters means we want to initialize these two instance variable using these two parameters. So A is assigned to I, B is assigned to j. And similarly, there is a one method called display. The signature or a function prototype of this is void show. There is no parameters and it is going to display I and j value. So similar same signature method belongs to the derived class, that is void show, which is going to display k value. And there is a one constructor inside this derived class with three parameters. Why there are three parameters means whenever we create object of class B, it executes the derived class constructor. So inside that there is a super keyword. In turn it calls a base class constructor. This one, it initializes base class instance variables, and this C is assigned to the derived class instance variable k. So the important thing here is this method signature is same, that is show method signature is same and show method signature in the base class is same, but there is a different implementation inside both of the method. So we have in one main class that called override. Inside that we have written a main method. Always execution start from the main method. So it creates object of type class B, that is object name is sub OB, say new B. There are 3 values because the constructor of class B takes 3 parameters. It goes to here and in turn it calls a superclass constructor using super keyword. This one, it initializes these instance variable. Next it initializes k instance variable of class B. Then after that we are calling sub obd.show. So the question arises, there are 2 methods, show method. One method belongs to class A, one belongs to class B. Which method is going to execute in this situation? So always remember that if you are calling a method using the object of type derived class, so which will calls the method from the derived class, it means that it overrides the method of the base class. So it calls this method. So it means that the value of k is going to display using this program, that is 3. The output is 3. So in summary or in observation, we can say that show method is present in both the classes. Signature of the show method is same in both the classes. In main method, show is called or invoked using an object of type class B, that is derived class. Therefore, show method from class B is executed. That is, show method is inside B overrides the show method declared in the class A or in the superclass A. So this is what overriding the method. And slight change will make in the derived class, that is, if we want to call a superclass version of the overridden method, that is using super keyword, you can call that method. So making changes in the class B, slight changes in this one, that is changes here is super.show. Inside the show method we are calling it. So what happens if you call super.show here? It calls the base class show method first, then the next statement is going to execute, that is to display k value. So using void show, so whenever you create object of this B, you call the show method, this show method. This show method in turn calls the show method of the base class using super keyword, then it display this one. So through this method we can display the instance variable of base class as well as the derived class. We know that instance variable of the base class are I and j, and this is k is from the derived class. So coming to the output of this program is what? ij equal to 1 to k equal to 3. So I'll take one more example, that is Java program to draw a different figures using method overriding concept. Draw a different figures means if I want to draw a circle, I want to draw a rectangle, I want to draw a hexagon or a triangle or two-dimensional figures, any type of that one. So what I'll make here is I'll create a class called a figure. This figure class is a general class. As you know that in the inheritance always superclass gives the general meaning and derived class gives the specific meaning. So this class is a general class, that is a figure. In this there is a method called draw, so which will display draw a figure. Because this is a general one, it will draw a figure. We don't know which type of figure is going to draw, just draw a figure. So if you want to draw a specific figure, what I need to do is create a class called a circle that extends from figure. Inside this I wrote a method called draw. There is a display message inside this draw a circle. So now you can observe that circle is a specific class or a derived class from the figure. So it will draw a circle using draw method. So next, coming to one more method I derived from the class figure, that is extended from figure class. So there is a draw method here. The signature of this draw method is same. Signature of this draw method is same. Signature of this draw method is same. So it means that this is what? Superclass draw method, and this is a derived class draw method, and once again this is a derived class draw method. there are two derived classes from the figure. So that is, in the derived class, signature is same. So it means that this draw method is overriding the draw method of the superclass. This is also overriding the superclass draw method. But these are performing different specific tasks inside. Okay. So coming to main method. So what we will do in the main class, we will define a main method, create object of the superclass. This is called as a reference or a superclass object. Here you can observe that we are storing object of circle class inside the reference variable of the superclass. So now we'll call ob.draw. So it will execute circle draw method, circle class draw method. So this is what circle. It will display a draw circle. Why it executes circles draw method? So at the runtime we have stored circle object in the superclass object. So it executes circle draw method. Coming to the next statement. So the OB is object. It is of type figure only, but it is now reinitialized to what? Object of type triangle class. So now the present object OB holds the object of type triangle class. If you call ob.draw, so it will execute the draw method of triangle, which will display draw a triangle. So you see this concept. There is a ob.draw method and here also ob.draw method. The statement both are same but performing a different task. That is what it is called a polymorphism. With the same statement we are performing different tasks, which is called a polymorphism. Means different task means this will display draw a circle, this will display draw a triangle. If you create hundreds of objects of type different class of different figures and store those objects to the in this figure class object and call those methods at the runtime, which type of object you stored in the base class reference, based on it will execute the method. So that is called a runtime polymorphism. So output is what? Draw a circle, draw a triangle. See, this is same statement, this is the same statement, but at the runtime we are initializing different objects. Here it is a different object. So this concept is called method overriding, as well as you can say that runtime polymorphism. I hope you understand this concept. So what is method overriding? Method overriding means there is a function prototype of the base class is same as the function prototype of the derived class. In such a situation, method overriding happens. Method overriding means the subclass method overrides the superclass method. So this is called a method overriding. Thank you.